This is Cuomo Primetime, January 13th, 2021.
Even House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy admitted today that Trump bears responsibility for what happened last week. But this isn't about votes or truth or logic. No, it is about votes. That's all it's about. It's not a legal process. It's not about what makes sense. It's about what makes you vote. That's it. Can they get this done in the Senate? Congressman Ted Lieu is one of the Democratic impeachment managers who will prosecute this case in the Senate. Good to see you. I'm glad you're safe.
Thank you, Chris.
The Constitution says you have to have a trial. The world is watching us, and we are in some of the worst shape you and I have ever seen in our lifetime. Do you believe that you can make the case in a way that you get 17 Republicans to cross the line?
I do. This is a very simple case. We had a mob that violently attacked our nation's capital to stop Congress from formalizing Donald Trump's defeat and Joe Biden's win. And the person that incited that mob was Donald Trump. We have videotapes of his speech. We have tapes of what he said before and after January 6th. And then we have videotapes of this mob attacking the Capitol, resulting in numerous deaths. The evidence is in broad daylight.
Stipulating to the point that Trump helped put the animus in their heart, do you believe there was inside help that put ideas into their head?
It's certainly possible, and that's why we need a full investigation. And in terms of the law, no one is above the law, not the president, not his attorney, and certainly not any member of Congress. If any member of Congress incited the insurrection or gave inside information, the FBI should investigate them. And if prosecutors look at the facts and think they should be charged, then they should be charged.
But do you have any reason to believe it?
Just based on some of the articles I've read, there does appear to be suspicious activity. Without doing investigation, we won't know. And so we should do investigation.
And are you worried that you're not going to be able to do two things at once? As long as this is locked up in terms of what can we prove, what can we know? I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm saying that you won't get anything else done. They won't work with you on anything.
So Senator Schumer will be the leader when this trial happens. And we hope that they can do the rule so that we can both do the trial as well as get the work of the nation done simultaneously. And I think that can be done. But even if it can't, we've got to do this trial. I mean, the way we heal is that first have justice and accountability. When crimes occur, no one says, let's just go straight to healing. You first have to have justice and accountability.
True, but this is political accountability. I mean, you can have the DOJ look and see if it was an inside job and keep making cases the way they're making cases now, let them lead where they lead. That doesn't mean keeping Trump in front of us for the next 2 or 3 months.
So Joe Biden understands that the way to move forward is to have accountability, whether it's political or otherwise. And that's why he is letting Congress move forward with our constitutional duties. We simply can't heal as a nation if we don't respond swiftly and strongly to what was a violent attack on our nation's capital, resulting in multiple deaths. Just issuing strongly worded press releases is not an appropriate response.
You were worried that if you don't get a conviction, then you give Trump a win?
No, Donald Trump is already going to go down in history as the only president impeached twice. And future generations will know that when he incited a mob to attack a nation's capital, that we responded appropriately. The House has now impeached on a bipartisan basis Donald Trump. It is time for the Senate to act. And there's nothing stopping Senator Mitch McConnell from having a trial on Friday or next Monday. He simply chooses not to do so.
He says there's not enough time, but he said that same thing about Merrick Garland and then got judges done for the Supreme Court faster than we've ever seen before when it suited him.
He absolutely has enough time. There's nothing procedurally stopping Mitch McConnell from starting the trial this Friday or this Sunday or this Monday. He's simply choosing not to do so. With public pressure, we hope he will, in fact, start the trial earlier.
Is it true, Ted Lieu, that while you were still in a room hiding from an angry mob, you started to call fellow members of the Judiciary Committee saying, we got to impeach this guy for this?
I was in Congressman David Cicilline's office, and we were both watching in horror what was happening. We were in lockdown, and we realized we're actually in the middle of an attempted coup. And as the events unfolded that day, we became convinced that we needed to remove the president because he's a clear and present danger. And so we started drafting articles of impeachment, working remotely with Congressman Jamie Raskin, as well as House Judiciary staff. And we started reaching out to members to sign on to the article of impeachment.
Boy, that is some dedication to the cause. In extremis, like that, in flagrante delicto, as they taught us in law school, you were already thinking about what to do about what was happening to you all. Congressman Ted Lieu, good luck going forward, and stay safe.
Thank you, Chris.
All right. The evidence so far suggests a level of